massive thank you to everyone for listening and tuning in every week to listen to us talk about Jesus, because,
God knows we need it.
God knows we need it. Have you got a Twitter handle or any sign-offs, man?
You can find me at TheStandUser on Giant Bomb Sifted and Twitter. I often tweet about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. He's coming, 2016. Oh, I mean, it is Christmas next week, so I guess he is coming. He's coming to bless us all. So you can look forward to Jesus Christ next year. That's Vin. Working. I mean, Jesus can find you wherever you are, but for the human beings, where can we find you?
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 28 of Podcast Reloaded. It's the general gaming podcast by SIFTD.net subscribers, where we invite community guests onto the show to talk about the games industry in all its weird ways. I am your host, Vin Hill, and joining me, as always, is my co-host and fellow Japan dweller, Evan Piotrowski.
Season's greetings, sifters.
And joining us as well is, of course, our community guest. What was your name again? Sorry, forgot. Hello. Oh yeah, it's just us two this week. I forgot.
Yeah.
My bad. It's just the two of us. We can make
it if we try.
That's as far as that one's gonna go. Don't flag us, YouTube. We were just singing.
Oh God, yeah.
All joking aside, though, we are by ourselves this week, and we thought we'd do something a bit different. As it is coming up to the end of the year and all the major releases are sort of out of the way, we're gonna try a couple of things instead of doing our usual topics, and we'll get into that afterwards. But first, we've got some business to take care of. As we don't have a community guest, we still want to play Save or Kill, and the only people that we got to play with are ourselves. Innuendo is intended. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to play with yourself, Evan? That's the real question.
I am always ready to play with myself. Okay, all right, yeah. Let's do it.
Cool. So, yeah, if you've been listening to the podcast and you don't know what this is, I don't know who you are, but we're going to play Save or Kill. In Save or Kill, we basically choose two things from the games industry. It can be a game, it can be a person, it can be a company, it can be anything to do with the industry, and we have to fire it at each other and say if we're going to save or kill it. If you save it, then it's obviously saved. If you kill it, it's gone forever. It's thrown into the gates of oblivion and never see it again. So that's the deal. Do you want to go first, Evan, or should I? I'm going to let you go first because, I'm fucking terrified of this because you know, all the stuff that I love, so...
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll take the hit first. And obviously, everyone knows Vin and I didn't talk about this beforehand. We said, nope. Let's play the game together and just create a couple questions. We don't know what the questions are going to be.
Yep. So you're going to go first, right? So you're gonna ask me the questions.
Oh, I'm going to ask you the questions. Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of the way. This is going to be horrible. Go on.
Oh, go. Maybe. I tried to think about it. All right. Uncharted or The Last of Us?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
All right, hey, I'm doing one for one.
Last of Us. I've got it. Yeah, I mean it's too. Yeah, it's too dear to my heart, and it influences too much of my work. So yeah,
and I would say, I think a portion of that is probably because the Uncharted series wrapped up.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think put a bow on that. So
yeah,
okay.
I just think the industry is going to remember The Last of Us a lot longer than Uncharted. I think that's why. That's
interesting. That could be a podcast topic in the future. Oh, Jesus Christ, my phone. All right, next. Elder Scrolls or Fallout?
These are horrible. Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
That's horrible.
Maybe if Fallout 4 was better, you would have picked Fallout. But
exactly. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, Skyrim is just too good.
Okay, here's one just a bit outside your box. Zelda or Mario? Okay. So you're Vin Hill, the proud owner of a Nintendo Switch. Which game do you want to play first?
Zelda for sure. I'll save Zelda every day.
Okay, interesting. All right, Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady? Just pick one.
Tom Brady, I guess.
God damn it! You had one shot and you completely fucked it up. The correct answer is Aaron Rodgers. You killed Tom Brady.
Right. Okay.
Best quarterback in the NFL, hands down. Okay, 8-bit or 16-bit?
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's a tough one. 16-bit, I'd say.
Okay, 16-bit. Pixel art or photorealistic graphics?
Oh, man. Photoreal.
All right, I think we've seen what pixel art can do. We don't know how far photorealistic will take us, right?
Exactly, I think, yeah. That's...
Okay, here's one from a previous game, Assassin's Creed or Prince of Persia?
Save Assassin's Creed, always.
Okay, I wanted to ask that one because I know you like both series, and so do I.
I love them both, but I think Assassin's Creed's got a lot more diversity to it. Like, a lot of people complain about Assassin's Creed being samey, but Prince of Persia, you're always in a fucking tomb in a desert. It's like, it's kind of...
Well, it's Persia, right? So they've kind of confined themselves to one location, yeah. All right, Naughty Dog or Bethesda?
Oh, you fucking... I knew that one was coming. I just knew it. Save Naughty Dog. They're the best studio in the industry, by far.
Okay. All right, Tim Howard or Fumito Ueda?
Oh, come on.
Last question, so you have a bit of time to think about it.
Ueda. I've got to say Ueda.
All right. Yeah, there's always... it only goes up. I mean, The Last Guardian, years in the making, and it delivered after everything that happened, and now he can kind of do his own thing. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is.
They were a lot more... Them questions are a lot more savage than I thought they were going to be, actually.
Good. I'm glad I didn't disappoint.
They were rough. But I admittedly do have one which is a duplicate of one of yours, so prepare.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I knew it was going to happen, though.
All right, shoot. I'm ready.
Oh, God, that was horrible. I need a shower after that. How'd you make me choose between Todd Howard and Ueda? Oh, that's awful. All right, number one. Silent Hill or Resident Evil?
Silent Hill.
That was quick. Super Mario or Metroid?
It's very difficult.
That's the point.
The thing is, Mario games are always good, and the last proper Mario game they made, Super Mario 3D World, is one of my favorite Mario games, probably since 64. But the promise of a proper Metroid release, and I'm not talking about any first-person Metroid. I know people will say, I haven't played any of the
like Other M and all that sort of stuff. You mean?
Yeah. What are the games called? I don't even know. The Metroid Fusion. There you go.
Right.
I never played those games. I'm just not interested in seeing Zelda and Metroid in other than like Super Metroid and Metroid Zelda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Animal Crossing. No, Metroid. I'd say Metroid.
Fair play.
I want to see another game, a proper release of another Metroid game.
Sounds good. And this is the duplicate question, which is Uncharted or The Last of Us?
I think I'm going to have to go with The Last of Us for the exact same reason we just discussed.
Yeah. I honestly think it's going to be... Because now that they've done a second one, there's definitely probably going to be a third one. And if that wraps up to be a trilogy, like that trilogy is probably going to be remembered for a long time, I think. Unless Last of Us 2 is just so terrible.
Which I highly doubt.
I highly doubt. All right, cool. Number 4. And this one is going to break you. Number 4. Yakuza or Persona?
God damn it. they're both very Japanese.
Yep.
70 plus hours. Just crazy games that would only come out of Japan, and so it has that allure of just breaking the mold of some of these boxes we put ourselves in terms of video game design, where they just let loose and just say, just look at it and enjoy it for what it is. It's not confined by any reality. It just old school Japanese insanity in terms of ideas for game. I'm just stalling, really, aren't I?
Yeah, which one are you gonna kill, dude? Get rid of one. I knew this one would be a good one. The second that you said, "Oh, we're gonna play this game," I was like, "Yes, I've got the question."
It's the question. This is like a Saw movie. Like, do I want to live?
Do you want to lose your arm or your leg? That's the real question.
I have to rip out my eyeball because the key to the device around my neck is buried behind my eye socket type stuff. Shit, this podcast really does have to move on. I have to kill one. I have to kill one. Let's just say that I'll kill Yakuza. I think I have to kill Yakuza.
Sega is disappointed in you. All right, next question.
Very disappointed.
Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger?
Oh shit, this is a really hard one. When I made my top 10 on SIFTD, I think it was the first blog I made, my toss-up of the JRPG from the Super Nintendo was going to be either Chrono Trigger or Secret of Mana. I put Secret of Mana on there.
That's going to be the winner, right?
Yeah, well, it's the thing about top 10 lists. It's just it's not definite. People love lists, but
right.
It's not to say that
so it shifts and moves, right?
Shifts and moves, yeah. I really, really love the gameplay on Secret of Mana. I just like it's a bit more action oriented. It's not your turn-based battle system per se.
Yep.
But I would love to see a new Chrono Trigger. I think there's a lot of interesting things they could do with the whole time mechanic. That it was even in Chrono Cross as well,
yeah. Which
I think is a really good game. It didn't deserve the 10 out of 10 that GameSpot gave it back in the day, but I like that game. Wow, this is going on longer than we probably imagined. I'll say Chrono Trigger. Save Chrono Trigger.
Fair enough. All right, next one. Bonk's Revenge or Dishonored?
No! No! So there's no Dishonored 3, right?
Yep, it's all gone. If you kill Dishonored, it's done. The series as well. So Dishonored 2 and Dishonored 3.
It's gone. It's all gone, right?
It's all gone.
So if I saved Bonk's Revenge, that means that there's a possibility that a new Bonk game would come out. That's what
maybe. Yeah, maybe. But even then, would it be as good as you think it would be?
It's fucking great. I played that game 2 months ago. It's still as good as I remember it. It's
what are you killing?
There are a ton of 2D platformers out there, 8-bit, 16-bit platformers that do a great job of being just what they are, 16-bit, 8-bit platformers. But Dishonored does so many new things that I would love to see the next evolution of Dishonored game in terms of the new blink mechanic. They had the whole
right.
See into the future thing, what everyone's talking about.
The mirror, yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see what their new thing, and especially looking at Prey, where you can turn into a fucking coffee mug.
Oh yeah.
I want to see what Arcane does with Dishonored 3, although Dishonored 2 did not sell very well. I'm really disappointed in that. I haven't bought the game yet, so I'm partly to blame. But, all right, Dishonored. Save right. Dishonored. Bonk, I'm so sorry.
All right, next one.
Somehow this is a very small win in Dyson XP's heart.
It's only going to get worse, dude.
Oh, shit.
Next question. TurboGrafx 16 or your PS3?
So I never would have played anything on my PlayStation 3?
Yeah. So it's all retrospective, I guess.
So I just.
So you either take out like the graphics, the TurboGrafx 16 from your past, or you take out the PS3, and you just had nothing there.
This is one of those unfair advantages, like a game that's released in January versus a game that's released in November,
right?
Type deal, right? Although we're spanning decades at this point. You know what? Shit, you're gonna break me. Like, I don't think I can actually make another blog, because I would say that if you take the TurboGrafx 16 out of history, we still have Nintendo and Sega consoles.
Yeah, it's all compartmentalized. It's not like all the influences from the 16 has died. It's nothing like that.
But without the like 10-year life cycle of the PlayStation 3, like what a hole that could never be filled by anything. I have to save the PlayStation 3.
Nice. I've done it. I've got rid of Bank and the TurboGrafx.
Fuck, you did, didn't you?
That's great.
This sucks.
All right. Every game you own on the PS4 right now, or Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus.
That was quick.
Yep.
Not even a thought.
Nope.
Fair play.
That game deserves to exist for the rest of time.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same for Eco, I think. All right, last question. This one's a bit out there, but fuck it. Sony or Nintendo?
That is really, really interesting, because I would be erasing my entire childhood.
Right.
But then...
Your whole adulthood has been Sony, so it's all...
It really has, and the only reason I have a Wii U is because I got it for
suppose
free.
that would be the better question, wouldn't it? Like, every game you ever played before you were 18, and then all the games afterwards. Like, which side would you pick? Sort of thing.
Yeah, man, that's really, really difficult. Man, I feel I don't know. I don't even know if I know who I am anymore.
I've questioned your identity.
Before I was 18, so the PlayStation 1 was out. I played PlayStation 2. I'm trying to think back. When did the PlayStation 2 come out?
PlayStation 2, 2000. Yeah, 2000. Maybe 2001.
Okay, so I wasn't 18 yet. Oh man, if I can take everything up to the PlayStation 2, I'll totally pick before.
Right.
18 and down. I will save that part of my life versus now.
Sweet. Cool. That concludes it.
All right, that's thanks for joining us on Podcast Reload. Go take a shower and think about
how depressed we are.
All right, no, let's not stretch this out. No, that was rough, but
that was pretty brutal.
Put a lot of things into perspective. I think I might write a blog tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, so as Evan mentioned, we're actually going to move on into our main topic, and our topic this week is actually going to be our Fantasy League for 2017. As it's coming up to the end of the year now, all the major releases for this year are pretty much done with, right? I don't think there's actually any other games coming out from now until January, right?
I don't even know.
I don't think so. Like nothing notable, I guess, but
yeah. I mean, the only thing I've been buying so many games off all these holiday sales. I don't even know it's coming out. I know what I have in my backlog now. That's for sure.
yeah. There's a lot of games coming out, especially like on Tuesday, I think as well. Week 3 of the holiday sales are going to start on PSN again. So
I just spent $30 today, and I almost hope there's nothing that I want come holiday week 3.
It only gets better, man. It only gets better. It only got better last year as well.
Yeah,
so.
like Until Dawn for $8.
Yeah, you can't say no to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, like we're going to be doing our Fantasy League. I'm basically what that means is it's exactly what it sounds like. We're each going to choose 10 games and we're going to take it in turns. And we obviously haven't discussed this beforehand, like what we've actually chosen. So we're going to go through our 10 games, and then at the end of the year, we'll look at all them games that we picked. Look at all the metacritics and then add them all up and then see who won, basically. So it's pretty simple concept. I played with Tomb Raiders last year. I just slipped ahead of him towards the end because a couple of his games slipped into 2017, unfortunately. But I do think he deserved the win because he Like all the games that you chose were like 9s, a lot of them, and all mines were just like solid 7 and 8s. But I just happened to have all mine come out, sort of thing. So yeah, and like, how did you do with yours? Like, who did you do yours with?
So I did a 1-on-1 with Erebus Jones, and he beat me. So not solely for that reason. He picked. I have to respect him because he picked some outside picks that no one would ever pick.
Right.
And he kind of made it a point to himself. He said, like, I'm not going for the obvious ones.
Mm-hmm.
And that strategy ended up working perfectly because I tried to hit all the big ones, and a lot of those games didn't come out. So
slipped out, yeah.
Yeah, so I think one, and then I had a separate one with it was 5 of us. It was Wilson, myself, Alex, Dyson XP, and another guy, Dragon Slayer 91, I think.
Yeah, something.
Without any of the vowels. And I actually won that by a lot.
What? But like out of all 5 of you?
All 5, yeah, I won.
Oh, nice.
My average was like 84, and the closest one next to me was like a 70 or a 60 or something. So
shit.
I'm fucking twisting this a lot, but basically, like I don't remember exactly what it was, but I won like pretty
decisively, yeah.
Decisively, yeah. So yeah, Erebus Jones beat me, but I won the other one, and
Redemption.
It was basically because all the games I picked came out. I mean, that's what the killer is.
I mean, I'm trying to be a lot more careful this year. Like, I learned my lesson last year. So I think so many games slipped, especially for like Tomb Raiders. Like, I felt bad for him because he picked like Mass Effect and Zelda, and I was like, oh man, he's gonna floor me now. He's got those, and
yeah.
You never know. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing this year. And how are we gonna decide who goes first?
That is that is the question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what is there anything that we've done that one of us has won over the other?
No.
Oh, I won the whole E3 bet, didn't I? With Big Bada Boom versus Podcast Reload.
So you did. With that, sir, you can go first.
Okay. Is that fair? Is that fair enough?
That is. I am quite happy with that. That is a deciding factor.
Obviously, we didn't talk about any of this until right now.
So we take it in turns, right? So you go and then I go.
So yeah, here's the thing. It's like, what do I think Vin will choose first, and what do I think I'm able to draft, like third place that I think is a 90, but he won't pick.
Psychological warfare at its finest.
There are a couple obvious ones off the top of this.
There really is. I think like the top 5 are just going to be. Yep, saw that one coming,
But I mean, some of these could be like a 5-point swing on Metacritic, I think. It just really depends, you know? And I don't necessarily think like a 5-point swing is going to, you know, make one of us the winner of either. I think that if these games come out, I actually don't think the top games are going to be the difference. I think it's those bottom 5 that are going to make the difference.
It's kind of ironic, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So I am going to go with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Damn. All right.
And my reason is because every Zelda game reviews well. Every Zelda game reviews well. It's not every Zelda game is 90 plus. It gets that Zelda bump, even if it's a so-so game like Twilight Princess. Even that HD remake got like an 89 on Metacritic, which I think is. There's no way that game is close to a 90, but for that reason, I think no matter what happens, everyone's going to hold this game near and dear to their heart, regardless. So.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I mean, that was a bit further down my list, but yeah, it's definitely there. All right, number 1 for me is, and I'm going to go with the risky one right off.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm just going to get a risky one right out of the way.
I guarantee I know what this is, and I didn't pick it because I didn't think it was going to come out this year. Go ahead.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yep. That wasn't even in my top 10. You're going for the big guns. The big guns.
That's my only risky one that I'm taking. But I figured that's the risky one to get out of the way, and it's a big. I mean, if it lands this year, then lands in 2017. That's going to be a huge game. So.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, that I admire. I think you kind of need one of those picks, you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm getting out of the way.
Shoot for the stars.
Indeed.
Okay.
All right, Evan, what is your number 2?
My number... actually, Vin, I might have to ask, is this fair? My number 2 is going to be Persona 5.
Yes, that is fair, because I had it on my list, and that was my next one as well, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I mean, it's not on... I checked this one. It's actually not on Metacritic yet. It's not registered on there under any score. I know it's out in Japan, and I know you've got it, and I know you're playing it right now, but it's totally fair, because it's not reviewed yet. So
we don't know. Yeah, like, whereas I might like it, the consensus might be different when it hits the States. And I'm playing it in Japanese. Like, who knows? Maybe... the reviewers don't like the English the English voice acting, even though they're going to put in the Japanese voice acting.
Yeah, but... I mean, like, the amount of games which we've seen that have got a 40 and Famitsu, and then it's come out and it's just it's absolutely bombed over here, in the West, you know.
Yeah, Famitsu is a fucking joke.
Right, exactly.
Everything's 35 plus in their book.
yeah, nothing ever drops below 20, right?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I mean, Persona 4 was a darling.
Yeah, and, I mean, it was on my pick last year. That was one of mine that slipped, and yeah, you got 2 games which I really wanted. So, all
right. Yeah, I just think it's going to review well. It's the Persona 4 formula, and that did wonders for Persona 4. So yeah, what's your number 2 pick, Vin?
My number 2 pick is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Yep, that was on my list. Okay, let me erase that off my list. Yeah, I mean, it's Naughty Dog. It looks good. I don't think
everything they do is gold.
This game is getting less than a 90.
No, I mean, it's a standalone as well, right? So it's a bit of a...
Which I think is, like, really cool. If it was just, like, Uncharted 4, the Sam Chronicles or whatever, who knows then? But this actually, I think, is has more promise to it, yeah. Yeah,
definitely. Cool. So with that, what is your number 3, dude?
My number 3 is Mass Effect Andromeda.
That was my next one as well. This is going to be brutal.
I mean,
it's a no-brainer, really.
Well, here's the thing, Vin. If this game was slated for like fall 2017, I wouldn't have put it on my list. Whereas it's slated for March now, I think. So it does. I almost bet it's going to be delayed. But
but it's still going to be out in 2017.
It's still going to be out in 2017, yeah. So I'm glad that it was slated that early in the year, where like if it was pushed back, I'd still be okay with or confident in picking it to be out this year. So yeah, my number 3 is Mass Effect Andromeda. What is your number 3?
Cool. My number 3, and I'm going to start getting into the weird ones now because you've already killed off like the 3 which are on my list prior to it. But the out of the way ones, my number 3 is actually Gwent, the Witcher card game, the standalone game which is coming out.
Is that coming out on consoles as well?
Yep. So PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So
okay. On all of them. I do not know much about it. I know people love The Witcher 3, so
yeah, that's sort of what my bet's going off. I mean, everyone. Even if you haven't played The Witcher 3, you've heard about Gwent, even if you don't know what it is. Like a lot of people are talking about it, so
right.
That it's got a bit of fire behind it, sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's going to do well. I mean, I've played a bit of The Witcher 3, and I played Gwent, and I can see like how it can get addictive and how far they could take that game. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it should be a good one. Cool. So with that, man, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
this is one of those games, Vin, though, that like it could be one of those things that like. It's like look at Rage and Watch Dogs.
I honestly think that Horizon isn't going to do as well as people think it does, and that's why it isn't on my list. Period.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's pretty far down, and the reason why is because if you go and look at all the Killzone games, all their previous stuff, while they look beautiful, a lot of the time they don't review as well as a lot of people think they do, because they're more like they look pretty, but there's not that great of design sort of thing. So,
yeah, well, I mean,
I hope it's
like,
great, but
it's off like Rage, which I actually love. I love that game.
Yeah, great
but
game.
That game was like game of the show, E3, whatever year it came out, 2009 or whatever. Watch Dogs, game of the show, and then when those games came out, I just think this game has built itself out so much.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, shit. Well, okay, so people who are listening, this is a perfect example of I overestimated what Vin thought of this game to where I might have been able to actually draft this at like number 9, and Vin wouldn't have picked it, but I figured this might be his next pick, so I picked it over some other stuff. Anyways, all right, Vin, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is Pyre.
Oh, Giant...
Supergiant Games, yeah.
Supergiant
guys that make Transistor and Bastion, their new game is coming out this year, 2017, and I think it's going to do pretty well because the last ones did as well.
Yeah.
So.
The only reason I was a bit wary about putting this on my list is that it's a bit of a departure for them.
Right.
In terms of the actually the gameplay itself is very different from Transistor and Bastion.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely beautiful, though. I mean,
it does look beautiful.
It's amazing.
I'm just going straight up on their pedigree sort of thing. You know, they've got a lot of good games behind them, so fingers crossed. Could be good. Cool. So, what is your number 5, man?
All right, I think we're getting into 80s territory here. So,
oh no, I've got 9s all the way through, dude.
Are you serious?
Yep.
All right.
Maybe I haven't. I'm joking. I mean, I don't know. I'm just playing.
So this is okay. So this is my 5th pick. This is where I have to decide what I think Vin is going to draft next, because if I don't think he's going to draft it next, I should draft it later and save myself possibly putting a Metacritic 70 in my 10th spot.
No Man's Sky 2.
I got a couple on my list here. Let's see where I'm going to jump to. I am but I don't know about the battle system. This is the problem with this game. It's a bit of a departure. I'm going to say, fuck it. That is not the name of the game. South Park Fractured Butthole.
Oh, you stole it from me.
Was that your next pick? See?
No, it wasn't my next pick, but it was like I knew I wanted it on my list because it'd be bad of me not to have it. But yeah, no, at least one of us has got it on there. That's the important thing, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, the first game, the Stick of Truth, reviewed very well, and this game has just been on everyone's mind for years and years, and everyone's really looking forward to it. And I just
so you know, I'm going to go into work on Friday and sabotage it on purpose, and just so it never comes out.
Hey, all for the league.
All for the league.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be
the funny thing would be is like if you did that and lost your job and I still won. I admire your
enthusiasm,
your dedication to winning the 2017 SIFTD Fantasy League. Yeah, indeed. I think the game is going to review well, and the last game reviewed well, and everyone's looking forward to this game. So I think it's definitely on course to be at least at 85 plus, hopefully. 83 plus, maybe. Who knows?
83 plus.
So this is your 5th, Vin?
Yep, number 5. My 5th pick is Shovel Knight: Spectre of Torment.
Oh yeah, that is new. That counts.
Yep.
Shit, that wasn't even. This is not even on this giant list of. What is Shovel Knight's Metacritic? Is that a 90?
It's up there. It's pretty high. I know that. Yeah, I didn't check it actually before I came on. So.
Okay, that is your 5th. I mean, you're just thinking Shovel Knight reviewed well, so this should review well.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the same thing, then why not? I mean, they never mark down games for being too samey, you know. Like so, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's more of the same. Yeah, I just checked online. Like Shovel Knight was a 90, still floating on there on every platform pretty much as well. So 92 on the Vita.
Okay.
So fingers crossed. So how about you, man? What is your number 6?
Shit, man, this is where it gets interesting because there's a couple on my list where I'm like, does Vin is this something that it's on Vin's radar?
Maybe that's why I picked all these crazy little games on the side. So
yeah, and then you're fucking gonna just blow it
yeah.
open from like 6 to 10.
Yep.
Halo Wars 2.
It's not even on my list.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you're shooting through 90s, but are these games going to be 90s? Who knows? I don't know. The first Halo Wars game reviewed really well. It's been a really long time for.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Halo Wars 1. Such a great game.
Right.
Very, very underrated.
And I think that type of sentiment will shine through in the reviews, and especially the people who review it. I think because there's only been one Halo Wars game. And like people who like Halo, like kind of really like Halo, I think they're going to issue that review to those people, and they're going to rate it like 80 plus.
Right, so they're gonna pick the yes man of the company basically.
Like
they
the
do with Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, the guy who reviews Dark Souls, the guy that reviews Final Fantasy, or woman, the person who reviews Zelda. Yeah, those people are going to play Halo Wars 2, and I think they're going to review it very well.
Yeah,
it's been years and years in the making. So yeah. All right, and so Vin, what is your 6th pick?
My 6th pick is fucking hell, I don't know. I'm getting in the weeds now. Yeah, screw it. Scalebound.
Oh, you're pulling the trigger. Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
after what we saw at E3?
Yeah, I mean, I don't... Because this is the thing, it's Division 1 of Platinum Games, and the last thing that they really put out, which a lot of people connected with, was probably Bayonetta 2. So
okay.
I'm sort of hoping it's that team doing it, and when the game does finally come out, it's going to be nice and polished sort of thing. Because we haven't seen it in... 6-7 months now? Like, a lot of stuff has probably happened with it. And that demo that we saw was probably from a build that was from the earlier part of the year. So that was probably a build from March or something.
Right.
So maybe it's awesome. I don't know. But that's my number 6. I mean, I'm not looking forward to that game. I don't really care about it, but I hope that it reviews well because Platinum have got the pedigree. So how about you, man? What is your number 7?
Okay, this is my number 7. Number 7, you say?
Number 7.
Some people might think I'm stalling, but man, it's one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
You say vague expressions, and it sounds like you're thinking. I'll do Resident Evil 7.
Really?
Yeah, I think this game is the only thing I think it has going against it. Well, one thing is I think they're showing us early hours of the game, and I think it's going to be one of those things where like the second half of the game might be because they've been showing us so much of this game.
Yeah,
like it's been pretty ridiculous. Like PT was good because it was what it was. It was this small, compact experience where if you would have stretched that out into a full game, I think it might have lost its luster, and I think that might happen with this game.
Yeah, it's the only thing that the reason why this wasn't on my list whatsoever. Like it was fully there. It was at the top of all the other lists, like most anticipated games of 2017. The reason why I didn't put it there is just too many variables around it.
That is very true. That is very
RE6 was reviewed terribly. This is a new format for them. It's first person when they've never done that before. This is. It's VR as well, so they're splitting the team up doing that stuff. There's just so many things that could go wrong with it, you know. I want it to be great. Like I'd love RE7 to be awesome, you know. And
remember back in E3, you and I were blown away, like totally kind of blindsided us. Like we were gobsmacked at the announcement.
I mean,
itself.
I'm excited for it, but
yeah.
I just don't know if it's gonna be a 9 out of 10. You know, like I don't think so. I think I'm more interested in. Like if this was Resident Evil 8 and this is 2 years from now or whatever, and RE7 was an okay game, I'd be like, yeah, because they've learned from what they've done on RE7 or whatever, and they could progress it. But it's too early to. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's too many variables for me.
All right, so that was 7 for me. What is your 7th pick?
Number 7. Now we're getting into the ones that aren't 7s anymore or could slip. Okay, I've got one actually. Number 7 is Nier Automata.
Okay, yeah, that was on my list of possible, bottom third. Yeah, I don't know because it's really the second game and it's very different from the first, but it could be good.
A lot of people are connecting with it. A lot of people are saying every time someone comes back from E3 and I haven't seen the footage, but they're like, I love this game. It looks beautiful and all this sort of stuff. So I'm sort of going on word of mouth for that one.
Right, I'm thinking it might range 75, 85 maybe. Like there might be a 10 point. That's the thing about this game. That's one reason I didn't put it higher. Is it's a bit of a one of those kind of a random factor. I'm not really sure exactly.
Right, that makes sense. Cool. Number 8. What is your number 8, man?
Shit, we're already at number 8, so we got 3 more picks, huh? I am going to pick
a game
which
That's
goes by the name
2017.
of Jesus.
Jesus, I haven't heard of this game.
Has there ever been a game called Jesus? Jesus
God,
the
I hope
game?
so. God, I hope so. Press A to crucify. Oh, sorry, take that back. Sorry, listeners.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. My wife having no religious bones in her body, just being raised in Japan, she just wonders why I invoke the name of Christ so much while I play video games. Just like, why do you say that? It is such a good point. Like, why do I equate? Why do I equate like frustration with like how I was brought up as a human being from 0 to 17 years old? Yeah. Anyways, what is this? Pick 8? Yeah.
Number 8. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, the game coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I will do Gravity Rush 2.
Oh, nice.
I think this is a side bet, but the other games have reviewed well, and I think the people, because it's such a niche game,
yeah, I think
the people that are going to play it are people who have liked the other ones, and this seems very, very similar. It's about the 80-ish range, so I'm thinking
actually, the more I think about this one, probably the highest score it's going to get, because it's like sequelitis, right? The second that if you make a first game that's an original IP, you're constantly trying to figure stuff out, like how to actually build a game. But when you get to the second one, you've already learned everything, and you're perfecting it at that point.
Right,
so.
And the Gravity Rush remaster as well. Yeah, the remaster reviewed really well. It was like like high 70s, 80ish. So I was thinking,
yeah, it's a stealth pick. Yeah, that's a good pick. That one totally stealthed me, and I should have saw that one from a mile away. Actually, considering like with my dev hat on,
Yeah. All right. So speaking of pick 8, like this is some sort of segue. Speaking of pick 8, which I just did, Vin, what is your pick 8?
My 8th pick is crap. What is my 8th pick?
That is the order of those words, isn't it? 8th pick. Pick
right,
8.
I'm just gonna get a risky one out of the way, considering like how long ago it was. I'm thinking more about what game's going to come out for fall 2017 for Sony, like their first party titles. Okay. And I think God of War might make it.
I mean, this is like, if I was certain that this game was going to come out this year, it definitely would have been
at the top. Yeah.
Like for both of us, like immediately we would have snatched it up.
Fantastic. I mean, just how far along it looked back at E3, and I'm thinking if it comes out in fall of 2017, that's a year and a half cooking time after it got announced. So yeah, I think it might make it. I think it might.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't heard anything from E3, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So
right.
Yeah, it was one of those. I mean, that's a potential gamble, but I admire the pick. I thought about it, but I kept it out of my top 10.
Cool. So, what's your number 9?
All right, man. All right, we're getting in here. This is like, do you go for the gold, the gold?
Yeah, it's the risk. It's the risk picks now, right?
Yeah, risk picks, or
you play safe and get the low.
Play
scores.
It safe and hit like a 68, which might be the difference.
68 is better than a 0.
Yeah, that's what I learned from Erebus Jones. He, I had like 2 to 3 zeros in my league this year, and he killed me on that, regardless of whether his pick was 50 or 60 or whatever. So he was clever about it. I am going to go with Yakuza 0.
Oh, nice.
I think every Yakuza game has kind of hit the high 70s, and it's been so long since a mainline game has come out that I think the fan reviewer who is undoubtedly going to play this game is going to review it high. Although I haven't played it myself. It's out in Japan, I will add. I haven't played it myself. I just think all these games not technically, but they tend to review really, really high 70s. So I'll go with that. And
that's a good one.
Yeah, Vin, your 9th pick.
My 9th pick is crap. What is my 9th pick? Alright, screw it. It's been slated for next year. I mean, I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I'm going to go with below.
Wait, hold on. Is that the people that did Sword and Sorcery? No, wait.
Yes. No, I can't remember. Maybe.
Is it, your character is really fucking small on the screen, right?
Yeah, it's top-down game.
It's like a roguelike?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the people that did Sword and Sorcery, I believe. Okay. Looks fucking cool. Like, Sword and Sorcery was absolutely beautiful. I never beat it because of the whole moon thing. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Oh, it's Capybara Games. That's their name.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a while, and every single time there's like, yeah, it's getting delayed. Yeah, it's getting delayed. It's getting delayed. So I think, yeah, in the next 12 months, I hope.
What? Oh, you're like, this is not any list? You're just thinking it's going to...
It's on lists, but...
Okay.
It's
on lists.
It's on lists, but like so is fucking Death Stranding, which is just completely ridiculous. So...
Yeah. Oh my god. Can we talk about that for a second? Sure.
I don't know, man. I don't know how they're on lists. I don't know how anyone came to that conclusion. And there's a lot of, like... Both of us know, because we've been looking at lists today, obviously, because for our picks, and just the sheer amount of them. But it's like the first time I saw it, like, Death Stranding 2017, I was like, yeah, right, whatever. Go to the next list, it's like, Death Stranding 2017, I was like, no fucking way. No way. And just all of them, it's just insane.
I mean, they just must have pulled that, like, what was shown this year
what was shown at E3
is coming out next year, apparently. I don't know. It's very strange.
It's very strange.
All right. I think we're coming up to our final picks. Yeah, your final pick. What is your number 10 and your last pick for Fantasy League 2017? My last pick is, I think this is a new game, but judging from the title, I have no fucking clue. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue? Is that a game? That is a game. Is it? It is, right? Yeah. I'm being serious. I'm being serious here. Like I'm like, who knows with the Kingdom Hearts series? Technically, I think it's technically a remaster though. Oh, is it? Okay, then we can't. We agreed not to. Yeah. You can't fault me for being confused though, right? No, not at all. I mean, Jesus Christ, like the fucking subtitles and them things are beyond ridiculous. Okay, so my final pick is new Danganronpa V3 Mina no Kuroshiai Shingaki. What? What is it? Danganronpa. The Monokuma. The bear that's like half black and half white, and there's all like the students and they kill each other. There's a game. Basically, the third game. Would that be reviewed on Metacritic? Yeah, it's coming out this year or next year. This sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just say Dangan. I don't even know how you say it. Danganronpa. It doesn't mean anything in Japanese. Danganronpa V3. That's my third pick. Right. Those games tend to review well, and it's been a while since the West has gotten a release. So I think it'll be like an 80-ish game. All right, all right, and Vin, do you have any real name of games for your? Yes, I do. All right, what's your final pick of the Sifted Community Podcast Reload 2017 Fantasy League pick 2017? What is it? You almost had it, and then like right at the end, I fucked you just dropped it. All right, I'm gonna go for a safe one. Like I don't think this is gonna review like crazy well or anything, but it's definitely coming out, and I think it's a safe bet. And I am gonna go with Detroit Become Human. Oh shit! Is that supposed to come out next year? Yeah. Wow, that I totally missed. Was not on the list that I looked at when I was looking. Yeah, I mean, Heavy Rain was an amazing game. Fahrenheit was an amazing game. They dropped the ball with Beyond Two Souls. I'm hoping that David Cage
picks it up again. I mean, that's why it was like towards the bottom of my list. But
I loved Heavy Rain.
I'd be gutted.
I couldn't get through Beyond My Soul. What is it called? Stories,
Beyond Two Souls.
the path of your own destiny. I don't know. Don't put an S on stuff. It confuses the audience.
It confuses poor Evan.
It does, especially when you had a couple
Bless
beers.
his cards. But yeah, like I've only, outside of them picks, I've only got 3 other ones which I had as backups just in case you took them.
Okay, this will be interesting.
Let's go through these.
What'd you have?
I've only got 3. My first one, the next one that I would have picked was Prey.
Yeah, I was thinking
I'm pretty
about
sure
that.
that's coming out, but it might slip. That sounds like a February game to me, you know?
Yeah, dude. I do not think that game's coming out next year.
Yeah, we've only just saw gameplay, so I doubt it. Yeah, it sounds like a February 2018 game. The second one after that was Days Gone.
Which is another game. It's like, is that game coming out next year?
Could be the fall game.
Knows?
Could be the fall game. I mean, it was the toss up between Days Gone and God of War. Like, if one of them games comes out at the end of next year, the other will slip to 18,
right?
For sure. Like, I don't think they're going to come out at the same time because they're going to conflict with each other or whatever. So, yeah, that was my second pick, and then my third and last one, which I had in reserve on the bench, was Cuphead.
Oh shit! Is that game coming out next year? It must be
coming out next year. It was meant to come out this year, but it just slipped.
Dude, I just think it was that the whole game was that boss rush mode, and then they started adding the platforming, and I just heard kind of negative things about those sections of the game where that's not initially what they were going for, so they're having a bit trouble figuring out how to do a proper platformer. So I was a bit worried about that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Cool. So, have you got any on the bench?
Any in reserve? I had a couple. Ni no Kuni 2.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Outlast 2.
Outlast 2. Yeah, I did have that one on my list.
That's like, I think that's like a mid 70 to high 70s.
Yeah, I think that's why I took it off, because I looked at the metacritic of the first one and it was like, it didn't do that well. So it was like, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Get the old snip.
Nidhogg 2.
Oh, okay. The fencing game.
Yeah. I think that game reviewed really well, and I think people are coming around on like the weird Muppet, Fraggle Rock, Homer Simpson artwork.
Right.
I think it looks cool. Like I thought it looked stupid, and then I watched a bit of the video, and you just got used to it. It's like the band Korn. Like when you first hear the name, you think of Korn, but the more popular the band gets, you just think of corn being corn instead of it being the food,
Right.
And the other one on my list was Lego Worlds. Those games just tend to be solid, like...
Yeah, they do well.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Right.
And this is kind of a new chapter to it, so I thought the idea of them kind of refreshing the Lego brand might, bump it up. But yeah, those are a handful on my list. All right, so we have solidified the Sifted Community Fantasy League 2017. I think I mixed up those nouns.
Podcast Reload.
Podcast Reload 2017 Fantasy. The Sifted Community Podcast Reload 2017 Fantasy League top 10 picks. Right? Did I get it the second time?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Do you want to... We'll run through pretty quick what we've picked.
Yeah.
And then...
Okay, for me, number 1, Zelda Breath of Fire. What is it called?
Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild.
That's a really good JRPG, by the way.
Breath of Fire.
Part 1 and Part 3. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Persona 5. Number 3, Mass Effect Andromeda. Number 4, Horizon Zero Dawn. Number 5, South Park Fractured Butthole. Number 6, Halo Wars 2. Number 7, Resident Evil 7. I didn't do that on purpose, but you might think I did. Number 8, Gravity Rush 2. Number 9, Yakuza 0. And number 10, Danganronpa V3. Vin.
Cool.
What is your...
for my top 10 picks were
the paths of Destiny stories.
Something. Number 1 was Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 2, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Number 3, Gwent: The Witcher card game. Number 4, Pyre. Number 5, Shovel Knight: Spectre of Torment. Number 6, Scalebound. Number 7, Nier Automata. Number 8, God of War. Number 9, Below. Number 10, Detroit Become Human.
All right.
How do you feel about your list, man? Now that you're looking at it and it's real and it's there.
Yeah.
Is it a good list?
I'm actually thinking whether or not Danganronpa is coming out in Japan or the States. I think I got confused. I really hope.
It's all about the Metacritic, so like you could post a review.
Yeah. I think...
get Sifted to do a review.
Well,
that'll count.
I think, Vin, both of us in our respective leagues this year, being 2016, I think we've learned from the idea of like trying to go for all the big guns.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got a couple in there. Don't get me wrong, but I think
I admire that though. Like,
yeah, I've got a couple that I know will probably slip. I don't think Red Dead is going to make it, and I don't think God of War is going to make it. They're the two that are.
If they do, though, I think those are 90.
If they do,
I think those are 90s.
They're huge.
Yeah.
They're huge games. So I'm just going off like Red Dead, what's called like Rockstar's sort of past history, where they sort of announce a game and then within a year it's normally out. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I'm pretty confident. Like, I think all of the games that, aside from the Danganronpa game, which I'm for some reason thinking maybe I confused myself with a Japanese release, all the other games I think they are coming out this year, and that's the reason that I lost my my league list here. So I'm pretty confident, and if we're both confident, then it should make for a interesting year. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how all of this stuff pans out.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, mine looks all right, I guess. I've got a couple that might slip, but other than that, I think I'm pretty confident in the ones that are coming out. That's what I should say. But yeah, it'll be an interesting one anyway. Like, and last year, the way I was with my fantasy league, we were constantly updating it and talking about it. Like, you're in the lead. No, now you're in the lead. It's just a really cool thing. So if you are listening to this and you do want to start a fantasy league, we implore you to do it. Like, it's a lot of fun. So try and find someone, join up on Sifted in the community and just find someone to do it with. Absolutely anyone. Just message them like, hey, do you want to do a fantasy league? Do as many as you want. It's a lot of fun. So,
and actually, I will say, last year I think Alex, one of the mods, who's actually been on this show, I think when we talked about the sushi party way back when, seems like ages ago, but he's the one that kind of manned the ship in terms of getting like a more so than a head-to-head fantasy league together. It was like 5 of us. And just because everyone was in a different time zone, it took us 7 days for 5 people to pick 10 games, but we did it, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. And just like Vin said, like once games were updated, we kind of filled out the blog again, like, oh, like I didn't think this game would get this score, like, oh, okay, you're in the lead, or oh man, I missed the date, it's coming out next year. So whatever, it doesn't take that long, and it doesn't really matter who wins. The whole point is just to like keep a conversation going about. Yeah,
you have fun with it.
Yeah, it's fun. So yeah, just I just highly recommend it. It's dumb, but it's fun. And I think we should say is this was from Shane Satterfield, the
oh yeah, for sure. Like
the founder of Sifted.net. He's the one who thought like he wanted to bring the whole, because he's a massive NFL fan. American football fan, and he wanted to bring that idea of drafting into video games to where you draft a league of video games and then the winner is the person who gets the best Metacritic score at the end of the year. So this is all his idea, and we're kind of piggybacking on the end of that. We had a really great year, really fun year doing it this year, so we're continuing with it next year, 2017. This will be the first time Vin and I are going to head-to-head, so it should be an interesting year. Good luck, good sir. Yep.
You'll need it.
Yeah, I probably will. That last pick is a bit worrying, but
don't go on, pal.
Actually, to be honest, I was a bit worried that we were gonna kind of front load all of our picks and like it would almost be decided by like the half year mark. But some of our picks you don't necessarily know when they're coming out, so.
Oh, for sure. I think over half of them we haven't got release dates for them yet. So
yeah, which is nice. I think let's just say the first one that might pop up might be Resident Evil 7 or Gravity Rush 2. I'm not sure. Resident Evil 7, you better be fucking good, man. I played that demo. It was very scary. Got locked in a room with a fucking gross monster, and I got scared. All right,
cool.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, man. So. Thanks to everyone for listening to the podcast. It's been pretty. I can't even get my words out anymore because it's Sunday night and I'm trying to push through because I've got work tomorrow and Evan hasn't.
I do not.
Must
have
be
work
nice.
Tomorrow.
Must be nice.
I'll drink a couple more beers and try to play the game that I was playing. I forgot what it was.
The game that I was playing. The Jesus Christ game.
Jesus Christ. 2016. I just pictured Jesus with his arms out and he's just floating like horizontally through the air.
Just this epic music.
And he just keeps reminding everyone that he's Jesus Christ. Like, oh Jesus, you don't have to. All right,
press A to bless. Yeah, this is going down somewhere else. I don't know.
Press A to bless. Do you have to bless Jesus? Do you have to bless Jesus Christ? I think he blesses us.
No, well, who blesses it? Yeah, anyway,
I don't know. I just think you said press A to bless. I think it would be like press A to bless the accept. No, wait. Press A to accept the blessing. Right?
This is getting dark. But yeah, anyway.
Right.
Coming up towards the end of the podcast, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for listening and tuning in every week to listen to us talk about Jesus, because, you know,
God knows we need it.
God knows we need it. Yeah, have you got a Twitter handle and any sign-offs, man?
You can find me at the stand user on Giant Bomb SIFTD and Twitter. I often tweet about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. He's coming. 2016. Oh, I mean, it is Christmas next week, so I guess he is coming. He's coming to bless us all. So you can look forward to Jesus Christ next year. Yeah, that's Vin. Where can I mean, Jesus can find you wherever you are, but for the human beings. Where can we find you? Where can we find you?
How do we even get to this, man?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at VinHillArt. You can find me in some of my finger paintings on there from time to time.
Oh, I will say, you recently posted a picture. I think you titled it "The Old Flame." Was it?
Oh yeah.
This isn't like we didn't pre-decide this. Like I followed Vin on Twitter, so I saw it. What was the idea behind the picture?
I mean, there's a lot of stories sort of layered into it, which I sort of only know, but a lot of people that have been commenting on it have sort of been figuring it out. But the whole story behind it is meant to be, it's like a young couple that were in love at one point, and then they eventually broke up, and she got married to some rich guy, and he's just been living in this house, like festering away, like thinking about her, for, like the whole of his life.
Where does he live? Like Arizona or something?
Yeah, it's like Arizona or California in the middle of the desert.
You're right.
And like she's come back to see him for the last time, sort of thing, you know, before they die or whatever, and he's just like still there festering away, and there's a lot of subliminal messaging and stuff, like little hints of that sort of past, if you like in the props and stuff, which I've put in the scene.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I thought is like if he has his gun in his hand when he's on his porch, I thought like he just thinks anyone that comes to his house would be a potential trespasser, so he's always got his gun at hand, right? So
and that's why I added the no trespassing sign on the side of the house.
Oh, does it say that? I didn't even see that.
A lot of people will miss that stuff. I mean, that's why I love doing concept art like that, because it's just filled with layers, you know. So I like it when people try and decipher. Like some guy messaged me on Facebook, and he was saying, "Oh, it looks like he was a part of like the CIA or something." She's like, you know, like the Q character that came back to get him, pull him out of retirement, sort of thing. And I was like, I didn't even think about it like that, but it's cool that you came to that conclusion.
Oh, so. Definitely. I mean, you get someone looking at your picture and creating their own story. That's, you know, that's cool. Definitely. Yeah. So it's Vin basically just finished a picture of a man on his porch in the middle of kind of the arid desert.
Sounds pretty boring when you put it that way, but yeah, it's.
But he, you know, there's a woman calling at the door, and he's kind of just perched there, and he's looking at her, and there's a lot going on. There's like bottles in the rafters, and there's kind of a tattered American flag flying in the, you know, on one of the beams there. So it's a really cool picture.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's really nice.
Cool. Yeah, so coming up to the end of the podcast, you can find us on Twitter as well, like as a podcast. We are at podcast_reload, and you can follow us on there. And we've always got the latest episodes pinned to the top. And you can also message us and let us know what you think of us, and you can talk about the Lord Jesus Christ if you want. It's really up to you.
You really can. I mean, I won't judge you.
Now to each their own.
Yeah.
To each their own.
I was under the cross for like 17 years of my life until I broke free.
And ran away. To Japan.
Ran away to Japan, where no one gives a shit about religion. Amen.
This is true. Yeah, speak for yourself. Guess where I'm moving next year?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. All right. That's
thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you next time, and we won't be talking about Jesus. I hope not, anyway.
You never know.
You never know.
Hey.
All right, catch it. What?
I don't know. All right. That'll do us. That'll do all of us. Podcast 3. Never. Always listen. Never forget.
Just the two
of us. We can make it if we try.